Howdy, y'all. I'm Mr. Holga.
And I am Todd Puckett.
And this is Don's Used Photo Equipment. Right here in front of the Great Wall of Film.
The Great Wall of Film.
Yes. And you know,
ever growing, ever improving, ever expanding.
We're very predictable. We normally start the show the exact same way, pretty close. And we end the show the same way, pretty close. Give or take.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm going to pick the first bone today.
Okay.
So the first bone is...
Are you going to pick it like a piranha?
Yeah, exactly.
Get it.
Every time I end the show, we always say, please do like, share, subscribe, tell a friend.
Tell everybody.
Tell two friends.
Shout it to the mountain.
And then I say, tell Mama Holga to watch our videos.
Yep.
So I decided to say, hey, Mama Holga. And she said, yes, mister. I said, has anybody gotten a hold of you recently? She goes, why? I said, nobody's like contacting you on social media. She's like, for what? I said, to watch our videos.
What did you do?
Watch our videos. Yeah, that would have been the next question. And she goes, no, not at all. As a matter of fact, it's not even showing up in my feed. And I'm like,
oh, no.
So, guys, look, this is where I have a problem. I kindly ask you all to remind my darling Mama Holga to watch our videos.
Dozens of videos you've said this.
Yeah, well, almost all of them.
Almost, yeah.
So, please do remind Mama Holga to go watch my videos because apparently YouTube is not doing the job.
She's not watching the videos, is she? No.
No. Well, I think she watched the last one.
Oh, okay. Because you said that.
Now I'm not sure if she skipped all the way to the end because I said it was at the end, but she says she did watch it, and then I think she put in a comment, but I'm like, why did you put it there?
Did you see the comment?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
It was a one-word comment, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to check back with her later on this one.
But don't say anything about it.
No.
Just see if.
So this time we're playing What's in Mr. Holga's Bag? Because almost everything in there is something we can talk about. So I have my very lovely...
Yeah, I can tell we really did not prepare for this video.
No, well, we did because I brought stuff.
Oh, okay.
I brought stuff.
And it's okay.
So obviously this is the very lovely faux Banana Republic bag, right?
Yes. And where did you get such a beautiful bag?
I spied it at Don's Used Photo.
Oh, Don's Used Photo. That's amazing.
Isn't it amazing?
It's awesome.
It's just amazing. So let's see. Where am I going to start? I'm going to start with this big bad boy.
Oh.
I'm going to hand it to you. So you guys might have recognized this lovely Hasselblad 500C from our last video.
With a 50 f4 Irish Universitet.
Now, it has been in my possession for a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
I haven't shot a single shot yet.
Now, did this come with it?
No, sir.
Oh,
that is the first edition, a Hasselblad strap.
A beautiful Hasselblad.
I cannot guarantee that it is an official Hasselblad strap.
Well, they got it.
It says
Hasselblad. Says it, yeah, and it's got a big old H on here.
Yes.
This is official.
Well, all right, so first of all, is it... how's my pronunciation? I'm saying Hasselblad, but is it Hasselblad?
It just depends on where you're from.
Now,
Hasselblad,
my neighbor, I told you this story, I think.
Okay.
My neighbor, who I saw was driving a Porsche. It was a four-door Porsche.
It's a Porsche.
Not really a Porsche. I said, and I kind of teed up the conversation. I said, oh, that nice car you got there. Is that an Audi or is that a Porsche? And he goes, it's a Porsche. It's like, oh, you're that kind of Porsche driver.
Yeah.
It's a Porsche.
Porsche.
So is it a Hasselblad or is it a Hasselblad?
Hasselblad. Like the actor Hasselhoff
or Hasselhoff.
Hasselblad.
Guys, we can do this all day.
Yeah, we probably have on other topics. Yes, but yes, whatever it is a beauty.
Yeah, so I like the strap. Very nice.
Oh, yeah.
I'm dying to go out and shoot it. However, I have other more pressing matters on hand, but I had to put that brick in my bag.
Now, see, this makes this even more snobbish when you put on a new...
I just now noticed, are they upside down on both sides?
Yes, they are.
So I need to turn them around.
Yes.
So they're right side up?
Yeah. Because that's what I had. Oh, well, this one's right. This is correct.
One's up and one's down? Interesting.
I guess that's so that you can Wow, wow. Okay.
Weird. So
Yeah.
that's what you get on the gray market.
Yes, that's it.
You never know what you're going to get.
But it is a beautiful camera.
It is very much so beautiful.
Yeah.
So I think the biggest thing we're going to talk about is still in the bag.
Okay.
It's still in the bag. Let me root around here for
We'll
a minute
look away.
and find. You don't have to look away,
Oh,
but
okay, okay.
and I know you've got some next to you.
Red. What is it? Robin.
Red Robin.
Robin.
We've been around each other way, way too long.
Yes, yes. Now this is. Did we talk? We talked. No, we didn't. Even
We did not talk about this at all. Now,
because because of the embargo. Yeah,
you talked about it on Instagram.
Instagram.
Reel.
Yeah.
And this was a Valentine's Day surprise.
Yes, yes, yes.
And also with the Valentine's Day surprise, they gave us 0 time to shoot it in advance.
Yes, yes. But I did call the distributor up and said, "Hey, will you be my Valentine?" And they said, "Sure."
They said, "Sure, we will sell you some film."
And then they sent me a bill. It's like, oh man.
All right, guys. So what we have here is Harman Photo Red. It is ISO 125 red scale film.
Yes.
So yes, they took the Harman Photo Phoenix 200 and they turned it around.
Well, that's what we're guessing is because that's the only film they have.
That's a strong guess.
That's the only thing they have that would be like that. Yes. Now, then you said you saw the photo I put up on the page.
Yes.
And
of the speed,
the samples.
the ISOs you could shoot it at, right?
64, 125, 250.
Right.
Now, the difference between them is, because you're going, okay,
What
does
is
it
the
do?
difference, Todd?
Whenever you shoot it at 64, it's a little bit more yellowish.
Okay. Yes. Well,
Whenever
that's
you
red
shoot
scale.
it at
125.
125, it's a little bit orangish.
Orangish, yes.
Yeah, and then when you sit there and you set this thing at 250, it's a little bit more reddish.
It's more red.
So it does shift the scale of the redness from a yellow to orange to red.
So the slower you shoot it at the 64,
Yes.
the more light you're letting in.
And that washes the red out.
And it's penetrating that red emulsion layer because essentially the red is the last layer. So now you're shooting through the red to the rest of the film. Whereas if it was flipped around, the red would be the last one you're hitting.
Yeah.
So yes,
Yeah,
very exciting that this new film here hit, and that, like I said, also in the bag. I still have got the first roll in here because, as you notice, Todd and I were dressed for the winter here because it's cold outside.
Yes.
So not only did we get this film for Valentine's Day, but it turned icy cold in Dallas, and it's like nobody wants to get out and go shooting right now.
Not really,
no,
yeah.
no. I mean, we're talking below 0 temperatures, below...
No, wind chill factor.
Well,
Wind chill factor.
below 0 centigrade, below 32 degrees. So it's definitely freezing. I think today's high was about, 28 degrees Fahrenheit.
Whenever I got in my car, though, it was warm. So, I mean, it's just, yeah. Out in it.
Do you have a block heater? Is that what it is?
No. It's just it's just that weird time of the year where it's like cold outside, but the sun hitting it warmed it up inside. So I sat down and I went, oh yeah, this feels great. So, yeah, it is cold though.
I'm really excited to be shooting the red.
It's not Minnesota cold.
Hoping to get the red shot here really quickly so we can get the
Yeah.
results processed so we can say, hey, yes, this film worked as expected. It's a great film. Yada, yada.
Oh yeah. Yes. But I have had one customer who's I've seen his photos on Instagram.
Yeah?
Lovely.
Looking good?
It
Looking
was
good?
awesome. Yes, and he had got a lot of good comments on it.
Fantastic.
So, man, thank you. And if you, I don't know where it showed up. I guess it was in his threads that he put the results up of the photos.
Okay.
And there were like 3 shots, and he got a lot of really good comments about it. And
Well, if
It hit the mark.
Todd sends me that Instagram,
Yeah.
then I will try and put it down in the description below to go click on those photos because
Oh, yeah,
I'd like to
yeah,
see them
yeah.
myself.
But it hit the target. It hit the target. It's just
fantastic.
like an arrow through the heart for Valentine's.
Now, what? Now we're kidding, but what
Yeah.
did we, so now this is only 35 millimeter or 135.
135.
However, the question is, why didn't they just come out with 120 at the same time? If essentially what they've done is they flipped around the
can
film.
we just play speculation games?
Yes, and that's what I'm getting to, because Todd and I have a theory, and the theory is,
Well, I think that it's like when they came out with the 35 the first time. This was the first trial run. Then they came out with the 120 later. That was the upgraded version.
yes, yes,
In which people said, "You don't know what you're talking about."
you don't know how to make film.
It's like until they come out and put it in my hand, that handwritten note. It's Now, anyway, the 120 was an upgraded version, and I'm thinking, hey, this is pretty cool. They'll probably do this like they did the 35 and 120. They'll wait a while, and I'm thinking like maybe for Halloween, they come out with a 120 version.
Red scale at Halloween.
Yeah.
Yes,
But I
that
hope
would be
they get
great.
it to us a little bit earlier so we can have some time to play with it. And also
Harmon Photo,
build up.
as one of the 7 people you are following on X right now, Twitter, you could do a friend a favor.
Hook a brother up.
You could send me a roll to test. I enjoy testing film.
We are not, how shall we say that? We're not
Shy. We're not shy at all.
yeah,
We will beg, borrow, and steal
We
till the
don't
very
easily
end.
get embarrassed about things like that.
It doesn't bother me. I just did it in front of all these fine people.
Yeah.
So speaking of which, you had somebody who was in here buying film.
Yes.
And he was actually texting all his other photo buddies, because he didn't tell them that he was going to be here. It's like, hey, I'm at Don's. Do you need any film? And I'm like, hey, you're getting the Harmon Red. Just buy a pro pack of it.
Yeah. Well,
And I think he almost walked out with a whole pro pack, right?
He's got 2.
He got 4 because he came in for 2 more.
Well, he came by. He
came
walked
back.
out and he came back. And he says, yes, if somebody did reply.
He could have bought the whole
Pick up
5
2.
rolls. Yeah.
Yeah, and we say that make sure you put a surcharge on that.
A delivery fee, at
Delivery
least.
fee.
Yeah. For
But
being
yes,
such a good friend.
Whenever you friends buy film for other friends when they visit here, and then that way you don't have to come out and make the long journey from across the mid-cities.
Yeah, and so this is being recorded on a Thursday, which is weird for us.
Yeah.
And I was actually recognized in the store right off the bat. It's like,
Yes.
what's that
yes.
about? I mean,
Well-
I'm never going to come in here on a Thursday again.
Okay. But yeah, it did throw him for a loop.
He's like, whoa, I know who you are.
I think that you may have also met him whenever we were doing the moving, because he helped. He was involved in some of the moving. So
okay.
I think y'all crossed paths at that point too.
Maybe, I don't remember though. But
Yeah.
it was very nice to meet you. Had a great time discussing film and whatnot with the
Discussing film,
cameras.
yep,
Good
yep,
time.
yep.
Because I think he definitely watches the videos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
yeah.
so Todd clearly appreciates all your help in moving.
Thank you very much.
So also in our last video,
Yes. There's a lot to talk about, so, hang around.
yes, also in our last video, we were discussing the fact that you are starting to purchase bulk rolls of film.
Yes.
And now you had already told us that you have the Kentmere 100 and 400. You have the FP4.
The HP5 is on back order.
And that's the excuse he gives us every time. The HP5 is on back order. And then there was that one night with a full bottle of wine and a credit card, you bought the Rolly infrared, okay?
Yes, well, yeah, that was the first. That's what kicked it all off.
Now, did I hear you correct in saying that you're having more bulk rolls come into the store?
Yes, I have there is so much film out there that I don't have. I mean, you look up here,
which is hard to imagine, guys.
Well,
This little square that we're sitting next to, no, it extends a couple feet that way and like 6 more feet that way.
you're only seeing about 30, a third of it.
Yeah,
maybe-ish.
somebody did ask us, is there any way you can
20.
get us a panorama of the Great Wall of Film?
Well, I agree, yeah.
We probably should,
We really
but I
should.
don't think I can do it with this tiny little camera.
Yeah, that's probably you probably just do a little kind of a walk across it, But yes, well, actually, they wanted a quick walkthrough of the whole place.
We'll have to
which
do that sometime.
We will. That's a great idea.
So
We will do
more,
that.
so more bulk rolls. What do you got coming?
Now I have another film, which it's not it's respooled film, which I've had before, but under a different name. It's Fomapan. 100, 400. I don't know if they got the 200. I don't know what the deal with that is.
210, 220,
Whatever
works.
it takes. Yeah, and that's coming. I've got it ordered. They've swiped my credit card, and they've got some of it coming. Some of it's still on back order. I think I bought more than they were.
You caught them by surprise.
Yeah, because
they were shocked.
They said we're going to have to.
We might have to make some of that.
We're going to have to get more in. But foam pen, 35, 120, and bulk roll.
Yeah.
So where am I going with this?
Yeah, where are you going with this, Todd?
We're going to keep expanding the bulk rolls, whether you buy them or not. Because if I got it, you can buy it. If I don't, you're not going to.
That's true. You can't buy what you don't have.
What do you need?
You can't sell.
I can't. Yeah. So a lot of people come up and says, "I'd love to buy that stuff, but I don't have a bulk loader."
I don't have a bulk loader.
You can't say
Todd,
that anymore.
I wish I had a bulk loader.
Here, you got one.
There's
now.
a bulk loader right here.
Bulk loader.
This isn't the only one you have. You have another one over there.
I got two of them because I just wanted to see what they were like, and then they came in and they are all taped up.
Sealed up tight.
Yes, and it's out of Longview.
Longview where?
Alberta, Canada.
I was about to say,
wow,
Longview
East
sounds
Texas.
very Texan, but no.
It does. No, there's other countries out there with that name in it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I have two of these in.
Sounds like a little puzzle game.
It does.
A few ball bearings.
I have
and pieces.
two of these in, and now you can kick that excuse aside, come in and buy one of the two I have, and then everybody else will have the excuse of if I had one.
Well, the only thing left
there you go.
is needing the reloadable canisters.
Yes.
See, I got him on it, guys.
Yes. And I just placed another order, which I should have added that to it. But
reloadable canisters.
I had to get the order in a little bit quicker. And some people would at that point would say, well, why'd you have to get the order in quicker?
Why'd you have to get the order in so quick, Todd?
Well, there is a reason
I'm glad
for that.
you asked.
I'm glad you asked. There's a reason for it. Today's Thursday, which I can't talk about it today.
Oh, you can't talk about what today?
What I can't talk about.
Okay.
That's what I can't talk about.
This is not Fight Club.
I know.
Lay it on me.
The first rule is, but the thing of it is, this video is not coming out until Friday, which is the day in which the embargo is lifted. Mm-hmm. And the embargo is another new film is hitting the market.
Another new film?
Bam! Like a slap across the face. Except better. More fun. Yeah.
Mo fun.
Mo fun. And we've got another film coming out. Now, this film that's coming out explains another issue that we've been having. The other issue is, why has a certain film been
missing? Why is it in hiding?
Why have I ordered it and for months it's not been here?
It's a fugitive from the law.
It is. It is. That, or they wanted to take the time and just rather package and get this new film ready.
Bring out the new film.
And then once they do this, hopefully they'll go back and redo the other film and bring it out too. But Aurora 400.
Aurora 400.
400.
Speed, ISO. Yeah.
ISO.
Yeah.
Speed. ASA.
Okay.
Is on its way to the store. Well, it's on its way to my store.
It's on its way to this store right here.
But it's not coming in tomorrow, which will be Friday today.
So you're hearing about a film that isn't in the store yet. But it is going to be hopefully next week?
Ordered, and when they get it in, they will rebox it and ship it out with me, and hopefully with other things that are on back order.
Okay.
So next week, I am scheduled to be getting the new Aurora 400.
Okay.
35 millimeter, 36 exposure rolls of film.
Uh-huh.
Another new film. Now, I am hoping that once it gets out and hits the market and hits the stores, that they will sit there and go, okay, let's now resupply.
Thank goodness we got that out.
Let's
fill those 800 orders.
Yeah. Well, what I heard about this is that the 800 orders have all been dropped because they have no idea when it's coming in.
Okay.
So let's hope they say, okay, let's make this stuff, alert everybody, and then people can call back and say, yes, put that on my next order.
You know, it's like some sort of film lottery here. It's like,
Yeah.
spin the wheel. Let's see what you're going to get this week.
So good news, a new film is coming out. Bad news, it's not here yet, but we can talk about it.
Yes, the good news is we can talk about it.
Yes,
so,
and that's
Aurora 400
Happy
speed.
Friday. Happy Friday. Happy lifting of the embargo.
36 exposure, C41, color film,
Yes.
all that kind of great stuff,
Yes.
right?
And I just went ahead and put a 100-roll order in for it.
And so you're expecting to have it after Friday.
Probably next
not,
week.
Yeah, next week. So not even Saturday.
So Wednesday,
don't come in
Thursday.
Saturday.
Yeah. Well, no, do come in Saturday and buy red.
Come in Saturday for red, but don't come in Saturday expecting Aurora 400.
Yeah, thank you. Let's
Let's set the expectation. Come in every day to visit Todd.
And occasionally buy something.
And you never know, you might catch me on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Or not, maybe not at all.
There's other days that's a better chance.
There's other days. All right,
Yeah, and I'm not going to talk about those days.
So do we want to see what else is in Mr. Holga's bag?
We can.
Because I think you were also talking a potential.
Well, yeah.
You were discussing that.
Yeah. Lucky. Now, a customer gave me this roll. They felt bad for me. So here, I've got a bunch of it. I got contacts.
I have so much and you have so none.
You don't have. If I don't have this, I don't. Well, yes, Lucky. I am trying to find out how I can get this.
Was the customer's name Abby? Abby Normal?
Yes, Abby Normal. To give away a perfectly good roll of film. That's right.
Who would do such a thing?
There you go. So this is something that is on. Now this film,
yes.
Again, 35.
No, 120.
Well, I mean,
you're going to get it with 35.
35, 120. I think they even have this in bulk rolls and 4x5 maybe.
Okay. This is ISO 400.
Yeah, they have a 100 and a 400 out.
Okay.
So this will be something to look forward to, but not yet. We can talk about it, but it's down the road.
It's not here yet. But I noticed that it is just Lucky. It's not China Lucky Film or anything like that.
Or Lucky 7.
It's like a little bit rebranded because if you go looking for it, I think China Lucky Film is what you're going to see. But I see the package is just Lucky.
Lucky Film was around a while back, and then they closed down.
Okay.
And now they've reopened. And all of this stuff, new packaging, reopening. Anyway, they're coming back in a big way.
In a big way. They want to take over, though.
And their prices are going to be very reasonable.
Competitive.
By comparison.
Competitive prices.
Yes.
And we're hoping that such competitive prices will influence others, maybe.
We can hope. We can hope. If not, then other companies may eventually start having the film sit on the shelf longer.
Aw. Well, that really
We still
breaks
love it,
my heart.
but it's still there. But yeah. So yes, that's another one that's future. Yeah. So what else is in the bag of tricks?
Well, this was
bag of tricks.
Thanks, Felix. So
you're welcome, Professor.
We really shouldn't get paid for this.
No.
But I was searching around for a little bit of news for this video today, and one of the stops along the way is I once again threw Film Piranha in there, and there is still no news about Film Piranha. I know this is part 4 or 5 of the Film Piranha saga here, but it's just you imagine something would be out there in some way, but nothing.
No, the person who would be doing things like that, they let go.
They let go of their social media person.
Yeah. So much for thinking those things through.
Yeah.
But but I will say that my ortho chromatic film has picked up in sales.
Well, that's good.
Tremendously the past 2 weeks. With the sunlight coming out and everything like that.
Well, that's my lens cap.
Oh, there you go. Ah, man.
Well,
that's cool.
I have been shooting more of my Pentax 17.
Is that not the coolest?
It is still the coolest camera, and
Yeah.
I have a lot of fun. It's very nice and portable because it's It feels so much better than just those really, what we say, disposable reusables.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so much more solid and nice to shoot. The thing I keep forgetting, though, is to focus the lens, to put the correct footage distance away from it. But, if you were doing street photography, you'd probably set it to like 10 feet and walk around and just click and shoot.
Use your feet to do the distance.
Still having a great time shooting this one.
Yes,
so
I've got 2 left of those.
Two.
Two.
And you're probably one of the #1 sellers of Pentax 17s in North Texas.
Probably. On the street.
See, I put it, #1 North Texas.
Probably. Yep.
He's the #1 Pentax seller at
Prove us wrong.
320 Regal Road, Suite
absolutely.
400.
Absolutely.
The #1 seller right
prove
here.
us wrong. But yes, that's a good thing to have in your bag.
Condé Nast, top 10 film photography destinations, right here, folks.
That's right.
What was the other one I was thinking? Not, it wasn't Condé Nast. It was.
What
was the
Star?
Oh, yeah, that's right. This is guys. This is official.
Yeah, unofficially.
This is unofficial. Official. Don's Used Photo is a 1-star Michelin-rated film store.
Oh, yeah.
1 star. Now he's going to be working for that 2nd star, but right now, 1-star Michelin-rated film store here.
Yep.
As a matter of fact, I don't know that there are any other Michelin-rated film stores out there.
No,
so
I think we created this category, and it's the only one out there.
I mean, you know why the Michelin Guide, which is mainly for restaurants, let's be honest, was created in the first place, right?
Yes, I do know.
Which is?
Yes. Well, what is Michelin?
Well, Michelin's tires.
Tires.
And what do tires have to do with restaurants?
You have to drive to restaurants.
Absolutely nothing, but you need to drive to restaurants.
And if you drive to restaurants and you keep using your tires, they're going to wear out quicker. And then when you go get the tires, you go, well, we've been driving to all these Michelin star restaurants. Let's get Michelin tires.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, if you can afford those Michelin restaurants, you can afford Michelin tires.
You can afford the tires.
So,
but that is the from what I understand.
So this is a 1-star Michelin rated film store right here.
Yes, not a half
and until
star.
their lawyers to tell us to quit. So.
Yep. And this is a self-described award.
Well, the only other thing that I've got.
But if we're talking film, though, let's.
Well, we're always talking film.
Well, I know, but let's do one thing.
He's going off the script, guys. Not that there ever was one. You were talking about that.
Oh, whatever yeah.
This is sad, guys.
It is.
Because I know why he's got this out.
Yes.
And I am partial to blame.
Yeah, well, you're
only a little bit.
Only a little bit, because I would not have thought of this. So.
No, I mean partial to blame as to why you're hanging up. Whose long blonde hair is that?
I don't know.
I don't have long blonde hair. That's 2 of them, Todd.
I tell you what. Was there a party in here I didn't know about? Anyway.
Somebody wearing the wreath on their head, running around?
Yeah, running around.
Somebody blonde, maybe?
Well, there's one blonde, one brunette.
Wow.
Well,
what happens after dark here?
Did you buy this used?
No.
Okay. Well, in the past few weeks,
yes,
I have sold my last official Pro 400 H120 box.
Yes.
So, this is official now. It's dead to the store.
Yes. So, how many did you order? So, I think you had like what?
2,200 rolls.
2,000. It was like 300 boxes of it, or how many boxes?
Just divide that by.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, by 5. So anyway, it's a lot.
250, 2,200. I think you said there were close to 300 boxes at some time.
There were a lot of boxes.
So you sold the last few boxes. When did you sell the last box?
Oh, it was about 2.5
before
weeks
Valentine's
ago.
Day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yes.
We did our last video way before Valentine's Day. So.
And I think it was just after that.
Yes, and I know I picked up at least one more box of it.
Yes.
And I know when you sold out of the 135, or as we call 35 millimeter.
35. I didn't call it. It's 135.
I bought a 10-pack
35.
of that as well. So.
Yeah, 35, 36 exposure roll. Yes, and the 35 millimeter was gone like within days. of
You know, of
everything.
all the films to leave, this seems to have been the saddest one for most people. Is that
It is.
400?
It is. And it didn't go for lack of
Fighters.
popularity. It went for lack of the ability for them to really be able to get the ingredients. Because after the thing in which we do not talk about happened, this things broke, chains broke.
Yeah.
And then once things got better,
Yeah. But this did not.
this did not,
This did
because
not.
the chains had broken and companies went out of business, and
Supply chains are a bitch.
they are indeed, especially if they are broken. But this is official now, and if I ever do get any end, we're still keeping this up because the big, huge.
Well,
group-
I should get a can of black spray paint, just really paint it black, and then because then it'll be really, really, in the
I
morning.
know, but I like this.
So he's
Blue,
going to hang it right back
purple?
up here, front and center, and people are
Yes.
going to be like, "Oh, is that a whole box? Can I buy that?
Can I buy that?
Can I buy that box?"
You
They'll
can
be
buy
like,
the box,
It's empty.
but it's empty.
Nothing
Yes.
in it.
It's official now. It's gone.
It is sad.
It is
Very,
sad.
very sad.
Yes, I just wanted to bring that up and mention that so that we can get the sadness out of the way. I mean, we got plenty of good news of other things
Well,
coming out,
but
let's pay tribute to things that have gone before.
one sad thing leads to another sad thing.
Yeah,
And that's where I'm going
Oh,
to.
no. I didn't mean the sadness to continue.
Well,
You got one happy thing in there.
I do have one happy thing in there. I've got a hat, and there's a reason for said hat.
No, don't put it on.
I'm going to go ahead and put it on.
Oh, my goodness. You're going to put it on?
I'm going to put it on.
Oh, man, you look like a dock worker now.
I do. Longshoreman. Thank you very much.
Oh, I'd say shortman.
Longshore.
Longshoreman.
Exactly. Hopefully it's on straight, guys.
Yep.
But obviously the hat says
Cinestill.
Cinestill.
Now, what's the
And-
sad part about it?
Well, it's the reason I saw the hat in the first place,
Oh.
because I've been on a new photographic journey, which hopefully I'll bring you guys on here in the future. But the journey started when I got myself a new computer at home.
Oh,
And the new computer doesn't like my old scanner at all. As a matter of fact, that scanner is so old, I think it's time to
Is there trouble in paradise?
put a wreath up for it at my
Yeah.
house. And so what I did was I went shopping at Cinestill, and I got myself a way to photograph my negatives. I've got it's got the little light box and the tube and all that kind of good. I think it's called the Easy Photo Scanner. Essentially, I'm going to be taking a picture with my DSLR.
And I do not carry this product in my store.
He does not at all, but I'm clearly going to be looking for a new way to scan my negatives at home, faster, quicker, better, all that kind of good stuff. And this is where I've started because I thought the cost was reasonable.
Okay.
I already have a macro lens. I already have a DSLR that will get 24 megapixels. That's a great for any negative. This essentially, like I said, it's a tube with a little light box and a holder for the film. And right now I can only do 35 millimeter or 135. Hopefully I will do 120 in the future. But this is the sadness part of it. So my poor little scanner
Yep.
is no mas. No mas.
You bought a hat to fixate that thought on.
Now listen, while I'm on your website, so the Galveston Salty Dog on X. So I'm just giving a random shout out there. I made them a lovely comment on one of their photos. I gave them a thumbs up to a photo, and of course I said that'll look really great if they made a comment about the Gulf of Texas. Excuse me, the Gulf of America.
The Gulf of Texas.
And of course I think it should be the Gulf of Texas. But then they made another comment back to me, and I'm like, hey, you better have it on a T-shirt because I'm coming there this summer. I want to be able to buy one. So, if I go to your shop, you need to have some swag, like we do at the Don's
Spotify.
shop. Well, no,
Shopify.
Printify.
Printify. Sorry.
So,
I don't even know where it is. Have we sold anything on it yet?
yes, we have. Printify, printify.me/Don's Used Photo. I'm going to put the link on there. Actually, it's always down there. But if you want to go buy a Don's T-shirt, you go check it out and buy one.
Awesome.
We don't get very much, if anything, but like maybe a couple pennies for it. But we'd still like for you guys
yeah.
to look good.
We
right?
did this for you.
Yeah, not for us. No.
Yeah. I wish it was for us, but we did it for you.
But anyways, so I mean, if I'm going to come to a website, it's like, and it got really freezing cold, and I'm like, hey, it's going to be cold. I want to put something on my head.
Yeah,
Get myself warm.
I like it.
Yeah.
So there you go.
But now that my hair's messed up, it's staying on. So
Yeah.
oh my hair.
I guess we're getting close to the end is what you're telling me.
Pretty much. I mean, you have anything else?
Yeah, I do.
Well, what is it?
I'm sitting here minding my own business. The mailman walks in, throws stuff in my little box, and I go, hey, cool. Went over, looked it up, opened it up, and read it, and went, oh, not for me. So.
Was it a secret? Was it,
I'm sitting there going, somebody's been using my address for like, hey, I don't want someone else to see this, so let's do it there.
Really?
No, it's not that. But, oh my goodness.
He loses his
Here
glasses.
you go. A letter. See, I didn't read this part right here
See, I'm going to grab my glasses.
until after I had opened it up. And what does that part say?
Wait a minute here.
Yeah.
Who would be using your address and you put something, attention Mr. Holga, on here?
Lord Baltimore.
It didn't say Voldemort.
Oh, well, who does it say?
And you opened my mail.
I didn't know it was your mail.
Oh,
But
really? Look
anyway,
at this.
This is what I get for being associated with him. Read it aloud.
Unprepared as I am,
just read it aloud.
Dear Mr. Holga.
Yes.
That's me.
That's him. Yeah, so this is going to be formal.
I entered the Holga Week contest this year for the first time. Congratulations. Mm-hmm. This is a fantastic contest. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Several of my photographer friends received Holgas for Christmas this year. Excellent.
Well, awesome.
So they can enter next year. Even better.
Even better. This is a great letter.
Say okay, every half sentence.
Yeah. It's good.
I would like to sponsor a new category for 2025.
Bingo.
Ooh,
Yep.
We've been talking about it.
Wait. What month is this? What month is this?
Well, he says, I would like to sponsor a new category for 2025.
I know, but this is February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Bingo.
Okay.
They are so excited.
They're planning ahead.
Yes.
And still life is the still life is what they want to sponsor the category.
Okay.
I would like to sponsor a new category 2020. Still life. Several of my photography friends and I would do the judging and supply a nice prize package. Ooh.
Oh, wow. See, this is a great letter.
We would be disqualified from competing always.
Always? Yeah. Yeah.
In this category, of course, you can contact me at Sincerely, Chris.
There you go.
Wow.
Wow. Is that not cool or what?
It's amazing. People can get a hold of me in such strange ways.
Old school. You
put a stamp on it.
It's like, hey, I'm not emailing this. I am typing it up. And I'll probably,
it's not like there's not 100 ways to get a hold of me.
Yeah. But somebody sat there and said, how do I get this person's attention? Send it through the snail mail.
How do I get this person's attention when he runs an analog film photography contest? I know I'm going to get an old Remington typewriter with a chewed up letter E.
No.
It's going to look like a ransom note.
That looks, cut from pages of books.
I'm going to go find myself a bunch of 2-cent stamps until I can get enough on there.
I like that. That's old school.
That's creepy.
Yeah, that is. And no return address. No, this has that.
Return address. That would be even better.
I thought, wow, this is actually very cool, and I thought it would just be fun to read it and just.
Wait, so at what point I noticed it's opened? He clearly read it. At what point did you realize it's like, oh, wait a minute here, what have I got?
Whenever it said
Mr. Holga. Wait a minute.
Because whenever I opened it, it's like my hand was
your fingers right over the top
like this.
of Mr.
And
Holga.
so I'm sitting there going. I pick it up and I'm looking at it and I'm sitting there going, okay, Don's used photo equipment, blah, blah, blah. And out of state.
Out of state.
Yeah. And
Hattiesburg, Pennsylvania.
And then so
I've heard of that.
And then I pulled it out and I read, and I said, well, since I've got it open and I'm reading it.
Since I'm already reading it.
Yeah. Because I said, wow, this is really cool.
Listen, I speak from experience here. If you're going to be accused of cheating, you might as well have cheated, okay? So you've already opened the letter. You might as well read it.
Well, yeah. And then whenever I put it back in, I went, oh, not me. Attention, Mr. Holga. So Anyway, I'm glad you got this, and we'll put this over
Well, Chris,
for you.
I'm going to be getting in contact with you, and we will be discussing the Holga Week potential
Category.
still life category.
Yeah, and don't be surprised if it's not for like 4 months before he gets a hold of you. Are you going to do it quicker?
I need to get stuff going now.
Yeah.
You know, it might be cold outside, but dang it,
It's warm up here.
it is now with this hat on. It's a tiny little hat, you know.
It is, but it does. I mean, it's like I'm sitting next to a whole new guy. I'm sitting there going, do I know
It's
this guy?
very bright red.
Yeah.
It's redder than the red.
Redder than
redder than red. Way to go, Cinestill. Good job.
Yeah, Cinestill. And we get what from them for this?
Nothing. No, nothing. We get their eternal appreciation.
Yeah. And their emails going, when are you going to buy something from us?
I already did. I did.
No, me.
Yeah, that would be nice if you did. Well, guys, I think that we're going to wrap it up
That's
here.
a good note to wrap it up
It's a good note to wrap it up right
Our
there. Holga Week is a coming. That's always good news. See, that's a positive note.
Yeah, uplifting.
So, guys,
I do
please,
appreciate
as
this,
usual, please do share, like, subscribe.
Yeah.
Tell a friend.
Tell everybody because
Tell two friends.
just tell everybody because between here and wedding season is
We forgot to talk about wedding season.
Just
yes.
really quick, talked to somebody that said their March is booked. So while it does start after the Super Bowl, it really gets going in March.
So, guys, it's officially wedding season. The Super Bowl was like 2 Sundays ago, and game on, right?
Game on. Until then, come in and buy film because
wedding photographers buy by the box.
they buy by lots of pro packs.
They don't buy the singles, buy the box.
Bricks. So come in before they get everything.
And always, guys, tell Mama Holga to watch our videos.
Yeah.
Because apparently nobody's telling her.
Yeah, but now she's going to start. She may start getting like all these emails and go, "Why are they bothering me?
They won't stop bothering me."
But thank you very much.
Why am I getting these letters in the mail?
Yep. Because somebody keeps saying to do that.
All right. Well, fade us out, buddy.
Fade us out. Oh, well.
Oh, you're going to make it the saddest. Fade to black.